coming up on your guys' right side, you may notice that big concrete building we're coming up on now. That is the Sir Adam Beck Power Generating Station. Now in 1921, the Canadian genius by, of course, the name Sir Adam Beck decided to harness all the potential energy with the river currents and create Canada's first hydroelectric dam. This dam would go on to output 1,200 megawatts of energy. But you know, they said just about 20 years later that just wasn't cutting anymore and it wasn't enough. That's when they decided to create a second plan. Can anyone guess what they wanted to name this one? That is, of course, the Sir Adam Beck number 2. Couldn't have thought of a more unique name there, guys, eh? But you know, we here in the U.S. saw the Canadians harnessing the energy in the river. We decided we would get in on that ourselves. But you know how we like to do it here in the U.S. A lot bigger, badder, and better, of course. That is when we created the Robert Moses Power Vista coming up on your left side. Now the Robert Moses actually outputs over double the amount of electricity output by the Sir Adam Beck 1 and 2 combined. It is such a massive complex, we can only see 1/3 of it right now. The other 2/3 lie underwater. It's actually known to send electricity all along the eastern seaboard from places like New York City all the way to Atlanta, Georgia. Alrighty guys, if you keep your eyes peeled ahead of us, you may notice a little texture change going on in that water. It is of course getting rougher right about now. You're seeing some more whitecaps and some bigger whirlpools. That's because we are now heading into those Class 2 and 3 rapids. Now these Class 3 rapids we do like to call by a little nickname around here. That being they are our shower waves. That's because they will give us our first little taste of that water before we head on up and play those Class 5s. A little spritz before the blitz, if you will, or a little spray before we play on it, Devil's Home.
Get scared? Huh? Yeah.
Just take a look to your left side right about now. You may actually notice there's a hiking trail running adjacent with us. That is, of course, Devil's Hole State Park hiking trail. Make sure to give a big wave to any friends you do see over there. Now that is, of course, Devil's Hole State Park hiking trail because it runs right through Devil's Hole, which we are now coming up on right about now. To your left side, you may notice another water texture change. That is, of course, because we are now seeing those Class 5 rapids, locally known as Devil's Hole. You're all set up here. Oh, thank you very much. Alright guys, now before we do go ahead and play in those Class 5s, I'm going to ask everyone in the front right here if you have any glasses, sunglasses, or hats, to please put them in that black pouch right in front of you. Give our friends in that blue boat a big wave as they head on by. Anything that does get flung off your head, once it touches river water, it no longer belongs to you, it belongs to the river. Also, everyone, I need you to be seated in a very special way as we do head on through these Class 5s. That's going to be called our whitewater safety positions. So I need you all to scoot your butts all the way back in your seats. Put both hands on that metal bar right in front of you. Put your feet flat on the ground if they can reach. If they can't, that's fine. And keep your head up, because as we bob with the motion of the boat, if your head's resting too low, you're going to get a big taste of this metal bar right here. And I don't want any of you to get a big taste of that metal bar. So everyone got that, yeah? Fantastic. I also need to see a big thumbs up at the end of every run. That's your signal to me, because I know you're all still doing good, okay? If you guys are not doing good at any point in time, and I'm not talking about water in your mouth or water up your nose up here, that means we're having a good time. I'm talking about some real form of distress. You're going to let me know by giving me a head tap, just like this. That's your signal to me to tell the captain we need to pull out of the wave train so I can come have a talk with you and see what's going on. Everyone got that, yeah? Fantastic, guys. You ready to go play in Devil's Hole then? Yeah? That's what I like to hear. Let's get it going.
See you never. Going to there now?
This is a very bad.
What?
Look at that. Look at that.
Are we going back? Huh?
Alrighty, now this first run right here we do call our sample run. That is, of course, because it's not just the main course just yet. We're just going to get acquainted with the motion of the boat, dodging and weaving on through those waves. But you know, this is a wave train, so you'll probably get wet there up in front on this one too. Let's keep us rocking up and down, and there's our first nice hit right there. Love to see it up there, guys. Y'all doing terrific. Feel like rocking side to side now, up and down, dodging and weaving on through those waves. Alright, doing fantastic already. Let me see a big set of thumbs up if we're all still doing good. Love to see it, guys. Okay, it did seem like you like that sample run right there a lot. So what do you guys think about heading on up for the main course, yeah? Alright, let's make our way on up. Before we do go ahead and head on in for our first official run through Devil's Hole, we're going to have to make our way past the wave train a little bit. Not to do that, we're going to have to climb on over these waves just ahead of us. To do that, we'll do our maneuver called our pop, drop, and slide. That's of course because we pop up on over this first wave right here, drop back down to the wave train, and then slide on out of here. Don't worry, guys, I do know it seems like we're heading away from the waves right now, but we're just going to make a quick U-turn so we can enter correctly. Alrighty, guys, now heading on in for our first official run through Devil's Hole. You know what that means. I do need you all to please resume those whitewater safety positions for me if you haven't already. So both hands on that bar, scooch all the way back, feet down, and head up. And look at those forming up beautifully for us already. And we're dropping in 3, 2, and 1. A complete white out on that left side up top. Love to see it, everyone. Fantastic. There we go. Another big one over the front windshield. Doing fantastic up there, guys. Let's keep on bobbing and weaving on through these waves. Love what I'm hearing here, guys. Doing fantastic. Alrighty there. Let me see a big set of thumbs up. We're all still doing good. Fantastic there, guys. Now I do still see just one or two dry spots up there in the front. I know that's hard to believe, but I see something up there. So, you know, there's only one way to solve that problem, right, guys? Right, guys? Yeah? Alright, let's make our way on up for our second run. Alright guys, now heading on back for our second run through Devil's Hole. Once again, I'm going to ask you all to please resume those whitewater safety positions for me if you haven't already. So head up, feet down, both hands on the bar, and scooch all the way back. And we are looking just fantastic heading on in here. Love how these waves are forming up for us once again. And we're making our drop in 3, 2, and 1. There we go. That one was almost a complete whiteout on the front, both sides. It only gets better and better up there, yeah. There we go, shaking us side to side. Feel us rocking on through those waves. Doing terrific up there. Now just making our way through the tail end of the wave train right here, guys. There we are. Alrighty, let me see a big set of thumbs up. We're all still doing good. Fantastic there. Now you guys up in the front to get hammered on those first 2 runs. So we're going to go ahead and give you a well-deserved little rest here and make our way up onto the Niagara Whirlpool.